Angry Inch, well actually Angry Inch AOE to be exact. I just verified my YouTube username, so Angry Inch AOE is the full name. And I do have some explaining to do, guys. I know you're like, wow, you're uploading a video now, why why such a long break? And I've said it a million times, so I'm not going to say it again. Well, yeah, I am. I need fast internet, but for the next 6 months I got fast internet, so you can be expecting a video each week, and hopefully the best of the best videos each week. And during this time I have been recording videos, however it's going to be in like reverse chronological order because I thought I was still going to be able to upload videos. Unfortunately, unable to find any spots to upload, but now I have fast internet, so that's going to be solved. Just if you're watching the next video and it doesn't make sense, like like I somehow know what happens in those videos, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's just not going to jive probably with the flow of the videos. And anyways, moving on, we're not going to worry about that anymore. We'll talk about this amazing map we have right here. This is absolutely wild. So it's almost a fortress build with the palisade walls and then just a regular stone wall gate. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on, is in the expansion supposedly there's supposed to be palisade gates, and that's just a rumor though, and you know that most of the rumors I say are completely false, so don't take that as gospel or anything. But that would be really cool to be able to build palisade walls, especially in the Dark Age, or palisade gates too, that is. And before we get started, we've already got started, but a lot of gold over here and it's quite surprising, so much gold in their base for all the players. And you can see, oh my god, there's even more gold. There has to be 100 piles of gold on that island right there, so gonna be a big advantage to get on there. And they have a lot of gold to begin with though too, so it's not gonna be too much of a different gameplay. And it is a WCL7. I don't know. I don't think I've ever commentated on a video like this. And we can go ahead and go over the players and update the scores, of course. So we'll start it off with Big Tim. First place gets to go first. Well, actually, Big Jeff. I'm sorry about that. How dare I call Big Tim Big Tim? It's actually Big Jeff. And Big Jeff demonstrating that by going in the score lead right there, if you guys didn't follow that. And he's playing as the Goths. And Tim is playing as the Vikings, their allies. And the third ally finishing off that team would be Stone, playing as the Koreans. Haven't commentated on Stone before. Looked at him, brief scouting. He was rated maybe around 2,000. I can't remember exactly, but all these players in the 2,000 ballpark range, as always. And you'll see in the next games, I'm commentating on these guys constantly. I just love their games. And Hair. I haven't commentated on Hair before either. Playing as the Japanese of this first team, a first man of this three-man team. And then it's Lang. Have commentated on Lang before. And finishing off, wait, who was Lang playing as? The Brits, alright. And finally we have, we'll just call him Air, and he's playing as the Huns. And here comes a dock for Air. And Tim's got a dock up already, and Big Jeff getting that dock up too. So pretty much covered all the pre-game basics already. We're about 8 minutes into the game time that is. And wood, so let's talk about the wood for all the players. All of them getting about one good pile or good location for them to chop at in their base. Let's see, one here. Ooh. And by far, so far, Stone's got that best layout. And not bad for Jeff, too. Oh, yeah, not bad at all for Jeff. So maybe that first player, I don't remember his name, but getting kind of a bad wood area, yeah. So everyone else getting about 2 good locations. And you can see over here, was it purple that only had 1? Look at this, only 1, so got to be very careful not to lose that. Wood probably, in my opinion, the most important resource, because without wood, you can't get food. And if you can't get food, you can't get villagers. So, my opinion, wood's the most important resource. And that could be debatable, though. I'm sure you guys are all entitled to your opinion. Later game wood might not be that important if you got a lot of food, because you can build fishing ships, or if you already have fishing ships, and you can get free food. So, I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't open up a question like that because it's open to your own interpretation. There we go, Lang getting up into the feudal age. There we go. I'm all packed up, guys. A little sidetrack right now. We'll get a little sidetrack. Packed up. Gonna moving out for college, so that's gonna be great. And well, I actually have been going to community college, so not real college, but so gonna be going to a real 4-year university now. Not that community college isn't real, but it's kind of like second tier if you look at it that way. And a lot of fishing ships for Stone and Big Jeff. Tim more focused on the galleys right now. And here comes the galleys for Lang. Going up with the stone wall there. Total of 3 galleys out for Tim. Tim's going to have to get his galleys over here or else they're going to be losing some fishing ships, which they already have. And this is great, forcing all these ships to retreat. And not entirely sure what Tim's up to here. Probably doesn't know that there's... Now he's found that there's these galleys, and quite cost him a lot of resource time, gathering time, and a few fishing ships too. So the chat could have been quite helpful if Tim didn't know about these 2 galleys coming. But it does look like Tim has a big upper hand on the water right now. He's got about 7 galleys altogether out, and no one else is really going for that many fishing ships. There's a few, maybe 1 or 2. One there, Garrison, 1 coming out there. So Tim's going to be able to easily take over this water, no question about it. There's a market, and probably going to be going up to the castle age. This seems like a reasonable castle time for a map like this. As soon as I say that, Tim's over here attacking this dock. I'm not sure why he's attacking this dock. And he's like in one-on-one battles. He needs to gather up his boats, in my opinion, and knock out these galleys. Jeff getting up into that castle. You can see if he's the first one. It does look like that could be castle. It's hard for me to tell with the Japanese. Feudal. Feudal. I think Jeff is the first one in the castle, but I'm not 100% positive. There's air getting up into the castle. So we'll see. Tim investing quite a lot of resources. Same with Lang. Lang's been investing quite a bit of resources on the water too. But no question about it, this big boat fleet here is going to be dominant, and they're going to have complete control of the water unless there's some like demo ships or fast fire ships that come out. But I doubt they're able to take over the water with this amount of ships. There's Jeff with the fast fire, or with the fire ship. And oh, no question about it, almost 20 ships now. Lang advancing into the castle. Stone coming out with some fast fire, with some fire ships. Okay, and I missed this development. 3 archery ranges coming up, and a big force of cavalry archers coming in for Tim. And Tim wishes he could bring these galleys over to his base right now. And oh, his wood camp is in big trouble right now. Lots of villager kills and bringing in this mangonel. So Tim is in heaps of trouble right now. Taking these villagers and not even fooling around and gonna probably go and rebuild a town center. Because he has no military right now, guys, at all. No villagers over here either. Decided to take them over. And that water control right now does not look like it was the smartest of moves, because it's going to offer minimal control. And like I said, there's a lot of gold on the map in their bases. We'll see what Tim decides to do here. Pretty much surrendering his whole base here. And more villagers taking an exit to this transport ship. So there we go. Already got 4 villagers over there. Jeff coming over and building up. Might as well. Didn't do too much with the water control, but might as well reap in their rewards. And taking over 5 at a time. Town center being deleted off there. Or destroyed. Let's see. Being deleted off so he can rebuild quicker over here. Surprising, Tim scores. He's in 2nd place right now, actually. So, lost some villagers here. Lost the resources from that, and all the time that he took to gather. But all that points that he was that he got from these galleys is actually still. The score could be a little deceptive in my opinion. Maybe not, actually. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because that would be a brilliant comeback. He's still going to lose a lot of stuff, like buildings and stuff, so his score is probably going to go down a little bit. And a whole bunch of villagers on this gold. And using these cavalry archers, Huns also. I'm sure you know they're famous for their cav archers. And Big Jeff building some stables. And here comes some knights. Not sure if that's enough knights. Unupgraded as well. Looks like they got some armor upgrade actually. Jeff forcing a retreat of these cavalry archers and gonna need to get those knights out of there, no question about it. And they're deciding to retreat there. Tim doing the smart thing, deleting off those walls there. Always a good idea. If your opponent backs himself into your own corner with like walls and you can delete them, I mean it's not the first thing you think of, but especially if it's your ally, flare him, tell him to delete those walls, because obviously more area of attack is going to be better for you when you're fighting archers. And deciding to lower the hit points of this wall. Not able to do much else on this water right now. Jeff coming up with a lot of score right now. Leading the pack by about 600 points. Now he's going to be taking down these houses, so might as well build up your units and attack his houses while you're at it. And all this gold, though, this could be very important. They're going to have to switch to trade routes eventually, trade carts, while they can just mine up all this gold right here. And these archers are so pesky. Gonna need to build a wall right here. Right there, because this house is about to go down. Let's see if he notices it. Gonna build one maybe right. Huh. And the cav archers are into the base. Garrison those up, Jeff. Not deciding to garrison them up. Notice a little late, actually. And he has good town center coverage. So, going to be protected almost throughout his base. And here comes the knights. Oh, and here comes the archers. This can be a big battle right here. And not having it. Stone, first one into the Imperial. And we can go check over here. Maybe some battles going up. Castle and a siege workshop already on the production. Castle coming up for Jeff in a vulnerable spot. Oh, and that could have been a mixed bag there. I couldn't quite tell if it hit the knights. It looked like it did more damage to the cavalry archers, actually. Hare's getting up into the Imperial Age. One for each civ right now. Lang is on the move into the Imperial Age, as we can see by the meter up there. Castle is going to go up. Means he's going to be able to get out some Huskarls if he wants. And just hitting and running over there, and we see a trebuchet coming out for this castle. 2 battering rams for Hare. 3 that is now. A castle and 3 docks. War galley being researched for Lang, and some galleys are out on the way. And you can see right here, I'm gonna need to get these boats out of the range of the castle immediately. And you can see double kill right there. Losing a lot of ships right there. Tim, that was not well played. Does not want him to get any more docks out though. And we can see 2 trebuchets out for Stone. Garrison up some pikemen into the battering ram. That's all so fantastic. I love seeing that. They're still so slow though. And some crossbowmen. And elite skirmishers not going to be good for... Just going to get in the way, actually. Look at this. Just blocking the way of the battering rams. That's great. And using the villagers. Villagers all such a good counter versus the battering rams. And these battering rams are going to be going down. You can see 1 shot, 2 shots. Oh, and able to unpack and get them away far enough. Pikemen very good versus the... what are those? Not war wagons. You don't really see too many war wagons. And I remember a few videos ago, I saw the turtle ships and I nearly lost it. I love turtle ships. I've never seen them ever use turtle ships before. And I do see people use war wagons, but it is quite uncommon. And galleons, guys. And now, as soon as those unpacked, these upgraded to war galleys, but still on the lower end and still getting attacked by this castle. And Tim's about to lose all his ships right there. Come over the castle there, but I hear a battering ram somewhere. Taking down those houses. Transport ship coming from Jeff with some barracks. This could go either way, guys. I'm not sure which way this is going to go. And you can see Jeff has a big score lead himself. Problem being Tim, you saw in the beginning, Tim had a struggle and now he's lost a lot of ships on the water. Questionable play putting it too close. I know he didn't want him to get up a lot of docks, being that Lang was in the Imperial Age. But honestly, he lost too many ships from castle fire. But getting a nice castle up here, redeeming himself a little bit. And now coming up with another mining camp. And you can see Tim's going to be able to get back in. All this gold mine, all those mines he's going to be able to get from. And I apologize, I haven't been over here for a little bit. Trebuchet's out for hair now. Retreating these cat rams. And some cannons are out. Cannon's very accurate. So going to be hitting those trebuchets. Going to be pretty good versus trebuchets. We're going to have to get them away from those pikemen. The cannons are so expensive too. 225 gold. They're more expensive than the freaking trebuchets, but they're very mobile and very accurate. So good archer force too, preventing any units to get in and attack these trebuchets, except for, oh, you can see. What is going on here? Oh, and yeah, Big Jeff. That's what I'm talking about. I just saw a stream of units coming through, and it's none other than the elite Huskarls. And everyone knows about the Huskarl spam. So frustrating, especially because you can just put up barracks wherever you want and just spam them. Like, he has his gather point. Might as well just go run through the entire base of of Lang. Oh my god. So it's looking good for Jeff's team, able to come back after this complete obliteration of Tim's base. Tim has had to rebuild, but doing okay. And these Huskarls are doing absolute work. It just had some gathered down here. I don't know exactly why he wanted to do that, just as a little... And look, he's decided to send some over here. Maybe they didn't do full scouting. I don't know if they started with scouts actually, so that could be it. And ooh, pretty big hit there. Some honor out for hair. And that's probably what he's doing. He's just scouting with his gather points. And, well, there's a lumber camp here, so let's attack some villagers. And damn, that's so frustrating. These guys, you can see 10 pierce armor right now. And uh-oh, some two-handed swordsmen. So Jeff does not want to attack too many two-handed swordsmen. Obviously, Huskarls weak versus infantry. And now a tower coming up for stone. And there's still some just like random guys just like streaming through his base, so that's gonna put back Ling for a little bit until you can get out some more two-handed swordsmen. Castle coming up here, and I'm not sure. And man, there's a lot of action going on, guys. It's hard to follow everything. And here's some knights just going through everyone. There's just guys going through like everyone's base right now. So try to stay on top of it. You can see there's some archers over here. And this Huskarl having no problem taking out these took out like 5 cavalry archers, so not a smart move attacking those. Probably wasn't paying attention. Castle there. Castle going down here. So does it outrange the Jeff not getting the range upgrades? Maybe either that or the Goths can get a few range upgrades, but you can see right here Jeff only has 8 range on this castle right now, and gets losing this castle here unless there are some like rams transported over there. Oh dude, they're so frustrating. Like, you might as well just keep them posted under there. They only do like a few damage, so, or the archers only do a few damage to them. And getting out a lot of knights for air now, using that Hun advantage. And so Lang's dominance on the water right now, and it could cost him, because look at this, all this, they're forced to come move over here. Tim's trying to get up a castle. And here's some knights right here. Oh, and some champions are out to help deal. They've been upgraded to deal with these Huskarls, so good counter by Lang. These Huskarls are just being so pesky right now. And only 8+2 range for Tim. And you can see here Lang. Ooh, get him, get him, get him. Oh, please get him. I just want to see a sunken garrison. And bring it over a monk. So 8+2 range, outranged by 1. Nope, never mind. 7+3, so the same range. And what are these Huskarls up to? They're just like running around the base just being annoying. And that's the best way to use them, actually. I just love using them like that. And they don't want that villager back there, because a villager can start building barracks, which can start building Huskarls, so. And trebuchets, that's what it was, guys. Probably some trebuchets were out. And wow. Gonna try to get the Huskarls on that trebuchet. And he has some barracks right here, so not gonna have a problem. And man, you gotta get him on that. Jeff, get him on the trebuchet, man. Jeff, you're gonna lose your castle. Jeff losing his castle. Jeff. Oh my God, Jeff. Jeff, that was really poorly played right there. Probably focused. He's got a bunch of knights in his base though, so I give him a little bit of a break. And it's so frustrating, the AI. The AI is so bad. Like, would you want to attack your weakness? Or would you want to attack a thing that's killing your castle, the most important defensive structure in the building? So, I'll blame that one on the AI, because there was a bunch of knights in his base, so that's why he wasn't able to focus over there. But they're able to cause a lot of harassment with these knights. And these Huskarls have been eliminated. Champion's doing a very good job versus them. And I haven't been looking over here, actually. And it's been about a stalemate over here. There's just been so many fronts, guys, it's hard to focus on all of them. And I know you're probably like, let's go over there. I just want to go see over there. And I want to see over here. Oh, probably a trade route time. Trade route time it is. And Stone and Hare having quite an epic battle, actually. Been quite even, equally destructive both sides. Stone able to push forward, and then Hare able to push back. So it's probably going to be dependent on what happens over here. And Stone gonna, very good idea, putting up some towers. Gonna offer a lot of protection. Didn't think about that, actually. That's a very good idea. And that's a very aggressive position for a tower there. And there's so much action going on, I don't really even have to talk about much. And may lose this bombard tower, not sure. Here's the champion force coming for Lang. And we'll see if Jeff has an answer for this. Building some more Huskarls and some halberdiers. But it doesn't look like he has much of a response, because I mean they got a big force over here, and this could be big trouble. They have some more towers for protection, but Jeff cannot afford these units to get into his base, which is about to happen right now. Lang with the excuse me, Air with the cavalry archers. Not heavy, but I mean, there's quite a big good number of them right now, so we'll give them that. And the last of Jeff's barracks is coming on down over here. Looked like it was going to be so effective. Lang had the perfect counter to the Huskarl rush, though. The spam, should I say, is to build the infantry. Lang playing an absolute fantastic game, in my opinion. Probably the best player right now. Well, other than that, it was definitely Air, able to completely remove Tim from his base, one of the best players in the game, and that was hands down the play of the game. And Tim honestly made the bad call of putting too much resources into the water. It ended up buying him when he didn't have any response to that military coming into his base. They went through that one palisade wall and he was done. He had to retreat. That cost him a lot of time and able to rebuild, but that time's money, so it not enough resources. And we got some berserks. And when berserks come out, you know you're in trouble. So, and landing over here with some barracks and doing some champions, building castle, and some some rams are out. And this is, man, it was too close to call in the beginning. Unfortunate stone and hair, that should have been at least a draw. Could have gone either way. And Air and Lang played an absolutely fantastic game and definitely deserved to win this one. There it is, Jeff, Tim resigning. Big loss, big underdogs actually, Tim being so highly rated, about 2,400. And now it's Stone finally resigning. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely be back soon with another Age of Empires 2 video.